Stay Wavy New York, you see it everywhere now. Stay Wavy TV on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and ride the wave.
It's good, y'all. ESPN analyst Ryan Clark unloads on Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry. Pause. Praises Scott Woodward. LSU became the center of the college football world over the weekend and has since been the center of controversy, in no small part because Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry has been extremely vocal about athletics and director Scott Woodward. Landry stated in no uncertain terms at a press conference that Woodward, who hired Brian Kelly, would not be picking the next head coach. He also said that the task would fall to the LSU Board of Supervisors, apparently unbeknownst to the board. First off, it's the second most ridiculous thing he said this week. ESPN analyst and former LSU star Ryan Clark said on First Take on Thursday, the first was standing on the campus and saying he wanted to put a statue up of somebody that doesn't represent the people of Louisiana. He's referring to Charlie Kirk. Doesn't represent the players and the students at LSU. Doesn't represent the executives that work there. That was the first dumb thing he said this week. This is the second dumbest amongst a lot of dumb things that he says. Clark would go on a nearly 2-minute rant about Landry's comments, which he viewed as detrimental to the program and out of touch with the reality of the situation. He addressed the latter. Scott Woodward, for whatever he is a man who got Jay Johnson, right? Clark pointed out. Last time I checked, the 2025 Louisiana State University Tiger baseball team was in the White House getting the GAT recently. He was there in 2019 when it was one of the greatest college football teams of all time. He was also there when he said, you know what? We're going to go out and get Kim Muckley. She brings a championship to the school with Angel Reese and Flajay Johnson. In other words, for the relative lack of success Brian Kelly had, and that can certainly be debated as he won 34 games in 3.5 seasons, Woodward's overall track record deserves some respect. Clark suggested Landry might have ulterior motives in getting involved in the LSU situation. So to me, this is just another situation of politicians poking their nose into things that they don't know about. And I honestly believe it was so he could get in front of a microphone and say, look at this connection I have to the president, and he likes to pick winners to placate someone that he idolizes. Landry said that he would let President Donald Trump pick the next LSU coach before Scott Woodward. Wow, bruh. If that's not bootlicking, I don't know what is, bruh. You gonna let the president pick the next head coach for a college football team? All right, bro. I gotta agree with Ryan Clark on this, man. Sorry, bro. I usually disagree with Ryan Clark, but he's actually spitting some facts here, bro. Clark wasn't finished there. He said, you don't know nothing about football, he said. There's enough going on in the state of Louisiana that needs to be fixed for his constituents, where I don't need you tweeting on Saturday night about what's going on in Tiger Stadium. There is too many issues happening right there under your nose that ain't got nothing to do with sports. Clark finished with the defense of Scott Woodward. He believes Woodward deserves to hire the next coach. Scott Woodward is a good man. Scott is a man that cares about LSU, Clark said. In the greatest times back in the day, he understood what it was like to be part of a winner. And he's brought more winners back to the school. He didn't miss because Brian Kelly wasn't capable. He missed because Brian Kelly was no longer willing. Brian Kelly was no longer tapped in. Brian Kelly didn't care if the people of Louisiana cared about him, and he didn't care if the players knew that he cared about him. That's where it went wrong. Not in picking a man who was the winningest all-time coach in Notre Dame history. So for me, it's emotional, clearly, and it pisses me off, but Scott Woodward deserves to pick the next head coach, and the governor should stay out of it. Yo, shout out to Ryan Clark, man. You know what I'm saying? I know all of the far right motherfuckers is gonna get in their feelings and start crying and bitching in the comments. But for once, I actually agree with Ryan Clark. You know what I'm saying? I think everything he said was on point. And the fact that this dude is gonna let Donald Trump pick the next head coach for LSU, that's a complete fucking joke, bro. Donald Trump he's probably never watched an LSU game in his life, and he gonna let this man pick the next head coach for LSU. It's a fucking joke, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking joke, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude that Ryan Clark is coming at, Jeff Landry, he clearly doesn't represent, you know, the people of Louisiana in the best light, bro, because everything he's saying is a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Ryan Clark, bro. Everybody on Twitter, like I said, all of the far right people, you know, all of the secretly racist people that supported Charlie Kirk when he was alive. You know, everybody's coming out the woodworks. Oh, Ryan Clark needs to be fired. Oh my God, he's woke. He's woke. He's a DEI hire. You know what I'm saying? You losers, man. Keep crying and bitching in the comments, man. Salute to Ryan Clark. You know, he does usually say some dumbass shit, but I agree with everything he said this time, bro. Salute to Ryan Clark for standing on business. It's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, leave a comment. I'm out.
What's up, everybody? It's Kobe. I just wanted to show some love to the crew over at Stay Wavy TV. Their YouTube channel is doing some really creative stuff. Storytelling, hoops, inspiration, all in one place. If you